So we went into a completely different direction. We were inspired by the conversation, and we started to look at, well, what can we do to support the message that Odile is delivering? And we had Professor Goldstein in the room as well. Barbara shared with us that she's involved in an organization called Dreams to Live For, which is an organization that is all about taking a family on a dream where somebody in the family has had, is fighting cancer in some way. It started as a Prince of Wales initiative, and it's now actually a national initiative. And there's an opportunity to make that even bigger. So, and Professor Goldstein mentioned, well, how can we get this message out? And there was this recommendation to do some focused media posting and things like that. So that's an opportunity in terms of the message from Odile, and with an emphasis, though, on not getting Odile to present each time, rather using this incredible presentation and sending it out into the world. Odile, it may even be the one that comes onto your presentation where you've got your landing page for the fundraising, because there's a great starting point. There's also a couple of places where you can start to share the message, aside for Dreams to Live For, which is the Cancer Council, Cancer Voices New South Wales, and the International Forums of Motivational Voices. So those are some places where you can start to share your purpose even further and raise more funds. Then we had a conversation about squamous cells and the difference between how a squamous cell is misunderstood in the environment. If it's on top of your skin, it's less risky, but as Professor or Dr. Is it Professor Scott or Dr. Scott? I'm not Professor Scott. Was saying that the environment influences the outcome. And so this education about the difference in squamous cells and the rest cancer cells is crucial. And then Andrea came in and she was sharing with us that having been diagnosed with cancer in a similar kind of way, people in this situation, they don't want to hear the dread stories. They want to hear the good stories, the things that uplift them and help them to actually feel more strength. They want to be that miracle person. And it's really the opportunity for each of us who are always going to be, unfortunately, exposed to somebody that's going through this challenge, to remember that it's critical that we tell them the good stuff, and we tell them the stories where there's the outcomes that allow you to live that second life in the fullest way possible, as you say, Odile, where, and then finally, yeah, that's it from us. So we thank you very much to Odile, Professor Scott, and Professor Goldstein.
Thank you.
I'd like to just jump in and just say one thing that Judith-Rose, you've said, that is what Andrea was saying. So many people over the last 9 months have rung me to see how I am, and then tell me all the people they know that have died from cancer. And it is so unhelpful, so unhelpful. So yeah, that's a really important thing, that a cancer patient needs to hear all the successes, not all the ones that didn't make it.